Welcome back, everybody, to the Seattle Sonics, MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K22. We're going to continue the beginning of season number 2 here in the series. Last episode, we played opening day against the defending champion LA Clippers, and it ended up being a nail-biter. We only lost by 1. Our 2 rookies, Buzz Wigginton and Oscar J. Basilin, played out of their mind, scoring 25 points each. Jay Basilin did on 9 of 11 shooting, 5 for 6 from 3, and Buzz had damn near a triple-double with 11 assists and 9 rebounds. Both of them looked like stars in that game, but there were some concerns with both of them that I didn't want to talk about in the last episode because I didn't want to take anything away from their performances. But Buzz did struggle in the fourth quarter, and the big knock on him is if he's going to be a closer. And Oscar did not play great defense, which I'm not overly worried about. He is a great defender, so it'll come around. A lot of rookies played really well in their debuts. Apollo Steele scored 32. Dami Christensen with 27 and 8. Samuel Staples with 27. That's a surprise. And then Jayon Askevan had 21. Boama Chukwu-Mureji had 9 and 13 as well. Chugwa had 7 and 8. So all of these rookies really played well in their debut. I know everybody's only played one game, so it's not time to get ahead of ourselves, but this could be a really fun rookie class. For those who missed the last episode, this is what the rotation looks like for the start of the season. Absolutely subject to change. If someone like Oscar is going to keep playing the way he is, he's going to be a starter, and he's going to be a starter real quick. Also in the last episode, we were offered a trade from the Kings for Davion Mitchell. And that kind of planted a seed in my head. I think Davion Mitchell could be a fun fit. A long-term defensive backcourt of him and Oscar J. Basilin would be nuts. The trade finder offers aren't bad. I think the Kelly Oubre and Josh Hart deals are good value for us, but I also want to make sure it makes sense for Sacramento as well. So we're going to play our home opener here against the Spurs, simulating Game 2 against the Sixers, which we lose by about 15. Staying competitive with one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference, although Joel Embiid had 37 and 19. So how competitive really were we? Buzz had 13 and 7. Oscar only had 3 on 1 of 7 shooting, so complete opposite of his first game. And this game against San Antonio should be fun. They traded for Domantas Sabonis in the offseason. They, of course, drafted Jayon Askevan, number 4 overall. So this Spurs team is really, really talented and certainly could be a threat in the Western Conference. Let's get this tip-off underway. Seattle wins it, and we will begin. Lonnie Walker, by the way, revenge game for him against his old team. Getting started early. Lonnie Walker with the slam. Good play for Walker. He's had a quiet start to the season. Again, albeit very small sample size of 2 games. Another slam for the Sonics. This time it's Killer Cam Reddish going up with a one-handed jam. 6-4. Here's DeJounte Murray. Played his college ball in the state of Washington with the Washington Huskies as he makes the shot. Another great defensive guard in this league as it's now tied at 6. Buzz down low for the big fella Marvin Bagley, who had 17 and 11 in the game against the 76ers, but keep in mind he also let Joel score damn near 40 and 20. The Spurs get blocked at the rim. Keldon Johnson was the one who shot that one. Great fast break here by Seattle. Lonnie Walker makes the layup. I believe that was Buzz who had the block. He is going to be one of the better shot blockers in the league very early in his career as he pulls up from deep. Buzz Wigginton Jr. with his first shot of the day from beyond the arc. He will sink it. And it is now 10-13. Nice job there by Walker to hand it off for Poole for the mid-ranger. And so far, so good for the Seattle Sonics offense. They definitely look like they're in rhythm. Otto Porter trapped in the corner. Gets it to the rookie. Jayon Askevan, picked 4th overall out of the G League. One of the true blue-chip players in last year's draft. I think he was the second best player in the class, to be brutally honest, behind, obviously, Buzz Wigginton. That's how high I am on Askevan. Nice shot by Oscar, hitting the fadeaway. It's now 17-12. As here's Jakob Poeltl. Down low, fadeaway on Nwora. Jordan Nwora got super unlucky last game defensively. Kawhi was hitting every shot on him. It wasn't Nwora's fault. And so far today, it's been the same. But he does respond with a corner 3. Nice shot for Jordan Nwora to put the Sonics up by 6 as Devin Vassell gets it back inside for Poeltl, who lays down the hammer. Beautiful slam by Jakob Poeltl, and it's now 20-16. Poeltl inside, great ball movement by the Spurs, and it's Jayon Askevan who finishes it off with the layup. 18-20, there's Oscar with the step back treble. Oscar J. the 23rd overall pick from UCLA. With a good start offensively this game, he has 5 points. Azkaban drives to the basket with the layup. And Jayon Azkaban has really played well off the bench. I guess the Spurs view him as a bench volume scorer for now, with the intent of getting him in the starting lineup eventually. Kelly Oubre steals it. Great passing by Seattle, and the possession will be wrapped up with a Josh Hart 3 with just 0.2 of a second left in the quarter. Good start for the Sonics. They lead 22-28, looking sharp on both ends of the floor. Nice floater by DeJounte Murray to open up the second quarter. Arguably the best player on this Spurs team, although Sabonis certainly makes the compelling case too. Nice job by R.J. Hampton to get off the screen. The Sonics are shooting the ball pretty well from 3 so far today. Buzz Wigginton backing down on his fellow top pick, Jayon Azkaban. That, my friends, is a mismatch. As that one is blocked at the rim from Johnson by Cam Reddish, but Keldon Johnson gets it back. He will sink the shot, so he gets his second chance to capitalize as it's now 30-37. Buzz Wigginton, very tough shot, and it goes in. 9 points here for Buzz, 6 of which have came here in the second quarter. Cam Reddish hands it off for Buzz. Gonna let it fly! The Rook is hot! Buzz Wigginton with 12 and 6. What a quarter offensively for him. What a block there on defense by Cam Reddish, sending that one to next week. What a denial by Cam Reddish, and Seattle has continued to dominate here in the first half. Why stop now? Buzz with the slam. Coach Pop is frustrated. It's worth noting that the Spurs have not attempted a single 3 in this first half. No wonder their offense has really struggled. Step back is good for Buzz Wigginton. He now has 16 and 8. He's been the best player on the floor tonight, continuing his dominance. Tough shot by Devin Vassell, who has shown quite a bit of improvement in his few years since getting drafted out of Florida State. Nice pass inside for Zach Collins, who gets the slam. That'll make it a 12-point game. Sonics trying to get a last-second shot off. Oscar at the ball, trying to create space from mid-range, off the mark. Really good first half, though, for Seattle. Defensively, they were very impressive. The Spurs ended up finishing the first half with 1 3-point attempt, and it was on a play where the shot clock was winding down and they had to heave up the shot. So, if that doesn't tell you what kind of day it's been for the Spurs, I don't know what to tell you. San Antonio trying to figure it out in the second half. Johnson was blocked. Carter misses the putback, gets it back again. Good job by Wendell Carter to fight for the layup. Jordan Poole gets it over to Walker. Walker trying to back down on Derek White. Fade away, greens it. Lonnie Walker with 8 points against his old squad that he spent his first 4 years in the NBA with. Domantas Sabonis with the slam off the assist by Jayon Azkaban, the 2 future long-term building blocks on this Spurs roster. 6-point game. Murray open for 3. Look at that score. It was a 12-point game at halftime. Not even 3 minutes later, and it's a 3-point game. Keldon Johnson with the floater, and the Spurs bring you within 1. What is happening? The Sonics are completely collapsing. Murray draws the foul and 1, and the San Antonio Spurs have taken the lead. They are on a 16-2 run right now. Huge answer, however, by Lonnie Walker, who gets the slam. Walker has both of the Sonics' buckets here in the second half, so at least he's shown up out of the locker room. Can't really say that about anybody else. Walker again off the screen for 3. He's starting to heat up. Sonics back up by 3, 58-61. 4 minutes left to go in the third. Porter gets it to DeJounte Murray, who just darts by R.J. Hampton for the layup. This game might come down to the wire of how the Spurs have played in the second half. What a block by Marvin Bagley III, sending the ball and Keldon Johnson out of bounds. Vassell's pass is tipped, nearly stolen by Oscar, but instead Jayon Azkaban hits the floater. Azkaban has really impressed me, not just as a scorer, but he's played a well-rounded game. He looks like a pro. Zach Collins makes the layup. Then the San Antonio Spurs are up by 6 right now. Josh Hart catch and shoot 3 off the mark. Jordan Nwora gets the rebound and the putback. Huge bucket by the Sonics as it's now a 4-point game. Derek White heaves up the 3. And that'll do it for the third as Bol Bol misses the half-court shot. Don't really need to go into much detail about that third quarter. That was nothing short of a disaster for the Sonics, so we're just going to move past it, head into the fourth, and see if Seattle can pull off the comeback for their first win of the year. Here is White with a monster slam. What a play by Derek White. 73-67, Jordan Poole showing off the moves inside for the layup. Seattle now has 69. Nice on the day. Jayon Azkaban with the drive. Nice defense by Buzz Wigginton Jr., who now has a double-double, 16 and 10. Here's Reddish, open for three. It's good. Cam Reddish sinks for triple. Sonics making a one-score game. 75-72 again. Buzz guarded by Azkaban, and that's just too easy for Buzz Wigginton, his first points of the second half. 75-74, Wigginton for Jordan Poole. Poole finds Wigginton, who's open, hits the shot, and Buzz Wigginton is starting to heat up again. He now has 20. Seattle takes the lead with 5.5 to go. Jayon Azkaban with the moves on Bagley. Jayon Azkaban is in his bag right now. Holy cow, what a move. 79-78, Spurs up again. Azkaban flying in with the two-handed dunk. This kid is sensational. 81-78, Walker in for the layup now with 15. As good as Jayon Azkaban is on offense, he definitely has some work to do defensively, as shown today. Sabonis back to Azkaban again. He is in his bag right now, showing off the layup packages. No one can stop him right now. 83-80, Buzz Wigginton for the tie. It's good. Buzz Wigginton for three. We are now knotted up at 83 with just under 3 minutes to go. Azkaban down low for Wendell Carter, who gets the slam. Marvin Bagley tried to steal the pass, jumped the route, and that decision backfired. Lonnie Walker with the drive and the flush. Lonnie Walker having a great game against his former team, now with 17 points. Jordan Poole finds Walker wide open. Top of the key, three is good. The Sonics take a 1-point lead with about a minute and a half to go. Azkaban blocked at the rim by Buzz Wigginton Jr. Seattle on the fast break. Bagley in the corner for Reddish. Tries to get it back to Bagley, and he makes the layup. Seattle now leads by 3. Sonics with the ball back. Walker, tight defense over to Reddish. And his pass is intercepted by DeJounte Murray. Great defense by the Spurs. Murray inside over Jordan Poole. It's good. And the Spurs take a 1-point deficit now. 89-90. 36 seconds to go. Carter for rim. No good. Gets his own rebound and hits the putback. Wendell Carter will put the Spurs up by 1. Cam Reddish will somehow get the layup to fall. And the Sonics take a 1-point lead with 23.2 seconds to go. So the Spurs have a choice here. They can either wait and take a shot at the buzzer or try to go for a quick shot. If they miss it, foul Seattle, and if they make it, try to get a defensive stop. So we'll see what the game plan is. Look for the ball to be in the hands of a rookie, Jayon Azkaban. He gets it at the top of the key. Azkaban, with not a lot of time left. Looks like he's going to hold it for a little while longer. Screen from Carter. Azkaban for the lead. No good! Buzz with the board. He gets fouled with just under 10 seconds to go. Seattle calls time, and now it's going to be time for the Spurs to play the foul game. 9.7 seconds to go in the hands of the former Spur, Lonnie Walker, who is fouled. Lonnie Walker has taken this game personally as he hits his first free throw. And the Sonics choose to call timeout. I guess they're trying to figure out what they want to do defensively, if they want Lonnie to make this shot or miss it. Not really much of a choice there, though. Lonnie's going to make it as it's now a 3-point game. The shot clock is unplugged. The Spurs are out of timeouts. In the corner, Murray contested 3. No good. Bagley draws the foul, and this one appears to be over. Marvin Bagley's first free throw is no good. Okay, let's pump the brakes. A second free throw here could ice it, but Bagley could also miss the free throw to not let San Antonio stop the clock, and he will choose to make it. 4-point game, full quarter for Murray, no good. And the Seattle Sonics have won their home opener. They have won their first of the year, 95-91. This was a really good outing in 3 of the 4 quarters this Sonics team played. I really don't want to have to talk about the third quarter because that was just an absolute disaster. But we played really well in the first half, and we played really well in the fourth quarter. Didn't shoot the ball all that well from 3, 10 for 27, but Buzz Wigginton was great, 23, 13, and 5 blocks. 22 for Lonnie Walker. Nobody else was in the double figures. Buzz and Lonnie were definitely our best players. 26 for DeJounte Murray. He was really impressive. Jan Azkavan with 21 off the bench. He was great. Only other player in double figures was Wendell Carter with 10 and 9. Disappointing game for Sabonis, only 4 points. Keldon Johnson also only 4 points on 2 of 10 shooting. So, I didn't really know what game I wanted to play next. The Mavericks have a fun team. Minnesota has a fun team. But I wanted to go up to this Pelicans game because, of course, they now have Damian Lillard along with Zion. So we're going to simulate 4 games in the future, 2 against Dallas, 1 against the Lakers, 1 against Minnesota, and we go 4-0. Yeah, we beat the Luka Doncic and Bradley Beal-led Dallas Mavericks twice by at least 25 points both times. We beat the Big 3 Lakers and a strong Timberwolves team. The Seattle Sonics are on a 5-game winning streak and are 5-2. The only thing standing in the way of a 6-game win streak is Zion Williamson and Damian Lillard, which, I mean, that's a pretty nasty duo. Dame is currently averaging 30 points on 50, 40, 90 shooting. Zion's having a great year, too. The rest of his Pelicans roster isn't great, but they have 2 legitimate superstars. It's going to be a tough game in New Orleans. We'll see if the Red Hot Sonics can make it 6 in a row. Yes, 6 in a row. I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth. First points of the game is a 3 from Lonnie Walker IV, as it is a 5-0 ball game. Nickeil Alexander-Walker inside for Zion. Incredibly tough fadeaway is good. Buzz Wigginton is going to have his hands full today. Guarding Zion is not going to be an easy task. Zion again, another ridiculously tough fadeaway, and it's just nonchalantly going in. Buzz handled those defensive possessions perfectly. He could have done nothing more, yet Zion is swishing them like it's nobody's business. Great cut inside by Damian Lillard. He's not just a shooter. Remember, he was in a few dunk contests early in his career. He can get up there. He has some bunnies. 7-10, Lonnie Walker off the screen. Walker with 8 of Seattle's 10 points. He has started this game on fire. Buzz Wigginton's pass is tipped and stolen by Valanciunas. Here's New Orleans on the fast break. Zion Williamson with the one-handed slam. I was expecting more from him on that dunk, but hey, 2 points is 2 points. Oscar trying to get something going. Create space. Lets it fly from 3. Oscar quite hasn't been as good as his 25-point first game, but he's averaged around 12 off the bench so far. He's been quite productive. Kelly Oubre pump fake, then shoots the 3 because nobody was miles from him. Oubre sinks it, and it is now a 20-14 lead as there is a wide-open Facu Campazzo in the corner. And Facundo Campazzo hits the 3. Both teams shooting the ball well from the perimeter so far. Oscar Cheba-Sealan going upstairs where Grandma hides the cookies. Nice little slam for the Rook, and it's now 24-17. Fade away from Jordan Nwora. Another strong first quarter here for the Sonics. And this team continues to play really strong basketball early in the season. Sonics trying to get a last-second shot off. Nwora at the buzzer, no good. But a great start for the Sonics, again, particularly defensively. The Sonics' defense has been really good this year. I get that adding Buzz Wigginton and Oscar Cheba-Sealan, the 2 best defensive rookies in the draft, will help, but still, I didn't think they would make this quick of an impact. Jordan Poole hits the layup, 31-19 now. Ridiculously tough shot is blocked by Bagley. Good putback, however, by Zion Williamson, and it is now 31-21. Reddish inside for Buzz, guarded by Zion. Nice move to get by him. Quiet start for Buzz, though. He only has 4 points, and Zion has obviously had a pretty good game offensively, so not the best start for Buzz, but I think he'll get it together. Damian Lillard wide open for the 3. Jordan Poole sagging off there on that possession. Lillard trying to spin by Oscar in the corner for a wide open Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who sinks the 3. And again, look at this score. The Pelicans are inching back. It's only an 8-point game. Lillard, open 3. Bad defense by Cheba-Sealan, and it is a 5-point game. The Blazers have stormed back in this second quarter, and Sonics have not taken advantage of their comfortable lead at all. Lillard gets the dunk, and it is a 1-score game. This is just like the third quarter of the San Antonio game. The Sonics have completely fallen on their faces. Here's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Tough shot over Lonnie Walker. It is good. And the Pelicans are continuing to inch away at this lead, 38-36. Here's Buzz Wigginton for 3. It's good. Jordan Nwora completely blocked us from seeing the shot, but it went in nonetheless. That one is blocked at the rim by Lonnie Walker. Great defense by the Sonics. Wigginton trying to drive inside by Lillard, and he will get the tough shot to fall. Buzz Wigginton is now starting to get into his groove. He has 11. Zion Williamson, another unbelievably hard fadeaway. And again, Buzz Wigginton did all he could there, but Zion is just too good. Lillard inside for Williamson, who posters on his former college teammate Cam Reddish. Zion had no remorse for his body. I do have to give Cam Reddish some credit. He didn't just let Zion dunk. He actually tried to stop it. But you cannot stop Zion. He's built like a linebacker. Jackson Hayes heaves up some junk at the shot clock, and it goes in. That's the type of second quarter it's been for the Sonics. I mean, just flat out rough. Facundo Campazzo sinks the three. New Orleans is really shooting it well from the perimeter here in quarter number 2, and it's now a 1-point game. Sonics trying to get another bucket. Fadeaway here from Ball. Ball will fall. Both of these teams are not missing their fadeaways today. It's really weird. 51-48, under a minute to go in the half. Nickeil Alexander-Walker drives by his former Pelican teammate Josh Hart. Hart was on the Pelicans before the expansion draft, in which obviously the Sonics stole him. Hart down low, fadeaway. He actually missed it. That's the first fadeaway miss I've seen all day. Kyra Lewis Jr. from half court, no good. Pretty exciting start to the game. The Sonics dominated the first quarter, and the Pelicans dominated the second. Lonnie and Buzz each have 11 points. Zion Williamson with 14, and Damian Lillard's gotten off to a strong start as well. On to the third quarter. Reddish, step back. What a move by Cam Reddish, who only had 2 points in the first half. He's been a second-half player, though, this year. And he's also gotten postered multiple times in this game. Again, Zion Williamson having no remorse for Reddish. I don't even know why Cam Reddish bothers. I mean, again, credit to him for trying to stop him, but you're just not going to do it. 58 apiece now. The Pelicans have tied it. Sonics trying to get the lead back. And again, it's Cam Reddish who hits the three. 6 points here early in the third quarter on a pair of threes from Cam Reddish. It's now 61-58. Zion, another fadeaway, and he just doesn't miss. I don't get it. He's not a real human. I'm convinced Zion is a robot. That's the only reasonable explanation. R.J. Hampton in the corner, greens the three, and both teams are continuing to shoot it unbelievably well from the perimeter, which is odd because last game, nobody shot it well from the perimeter. Lonnie Walker steals the pass, trying to take it himself, and he's denied. What a block by Zion Williamson. Holy cow, that one had some power. Zion has been blocked by Buzz Wigginton. We've got ourselves a block party. Reddish, lawn 2 is good. Both of these teams are just swatting these balls away like fly swatters. 68-63, Lillard with a dime for Zion. So that looked like a weird animation, so I wanted to look at the replay here. Buzz bopped him on the head. That should have been an and one. But nonetheless, it is a 3-point game. Zion fakes the fadeaway for a wide-open Najee Marshall, who makes the three, and this game is now tied at 68. The Sonics look like basketball's version of the Seattle Seahawks, making every game unbelievably, unnecessarily dramatic. Facu Campazzo makes the layup, 2-point game. Campazzo's spin move for Maxi Kleber, who will put the Pelicans on top for the first time since early in the first quarter. The lead would not stay for long. On the following possession, Josh Hart makes a three. That'll put the Sonics right back up by 2. Now a 4-point lead. Jordan Poole driving by Kira Lewis. What a shot on the move by Jordan Poole, who's had a quiet offensive game, only has 4 points. He's been a little bit underwhelming so far this season. Again, small sample size, but hopefully he picks it up. Poole at the buzzer, no good, and that'll end the third quarter. Not a bad third quarter for the Sonics. Both teams kept it relatively even. I think New Orleans outscored Seattle in that quarter by 1. So pretty close for the most part as Jordan Poole opens up the fourth with a nasty two-handed slam driving by Damian Lillard. As good as Dame is offensively, and he is one of the best offensive players in the league, he is a little bit, not great on defense. Again, showing in on that possession. This time it's Hampton with the slam. 83-81. Buzz Wigginton in the corner, guarded by Zion Williamson, number 1 picks, battling at it, and Buzz wins that battle as he sinks the fadeaway. 87-83, Dame guarded by Oscar. Lillard inside with the dunk. Although we know Oscar's going to be a great defender, he has the measurables for it, he has not been great on defense so far this season, and I'm sure he'll figure it out, but it has been a slow start for him on that side of the floor. Lillard hits the three. That'll put New Orleans up. We know Damian Lillard is at his best in crunch time, or as he knows it, as Dame time. Another three for the Pelicans, this time by Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who shot the ball pretty well from deep. 87-94, 7-point lead for the Pels as Buzz Wigginton makes the tough layup. Wigginton not playing as well as he did in the Spurs game. Currently, Buzz is averaging around 17 and 10 through the first 7 games of the year, so he has been really good so far. Nice dunk by the Pelicans, 91-96. Lonnie Walker finds a wide open Oscar Jabasilan. Top of the key 3, that'll bring you within 2, and the Sonics are scratching and clawing their way back into the game. Jordan Poole, despite tough defense from Zion, makes the layup. Poole with, I believe, 6 points so far here in the fourth quarter. He's been playing his best here down the stretch. Zion, again, with probably what feels like his 15th fadeaway, despite being perfectly guarded. Lonnie Walker misses the layup, grabs his own offensive rebound. With under a minute to go, that is a huge play by Lonnie. Can the Sonics capitalize? Poole ties it! Jordan Poole hits the 3. We're knotted up at 102. Huge shot from Poole, huge rebound by Walker. Zion, again. This man is just not human. Buzz has defended him as well as he can today, and Zion has just had no remorse. Here's Wigginton for the tie. Gets it. Buzz Wigginton knots it up at 104. New Orleans now going to try to take the lead. Buzz tips the pass from Lillard. It's going to be a backcourt against Jackson Hayes. And with 22.2 Illuminati seconds left in this ball game, the Sonics have a chance to win it. And again, they can hold on to the ball or go for a quick shot. Since this game is tied, I think they would be wise to hold it here and go for a last-second shot. So worst case scenario, this game would go into overtime. Kelly Oubre will dribble out the clock out for a little bit. He would eventually pass it for Buzz. I think the Pelicans would try to make sure Buzz does not take this shot here. He is tightly covered. Buzz with under 4 seconds to go. Double teamed over to Walker to Poole at the buzzer. No good, and we are headed to overtime. That was really bad offense by Seattle. They looked like they had no clue what they were doing. They had no set play. So now we're going into overtime. Tied at 104, the Sonics' first OT game of the season. No points in the first minute of OT, but that's going to change here. Cam Reddish with 3. He has 15 points since halftime. I told you he was a second-half player. New Orleans ties it up. Damian Lillard hits the 3. What time is it? It's Dame time, and I think Seattle's focus defensively has to be stopping number 0. As good as Zion is, this is Dame's time to shine. Lonnie Walker off the timeout hits the 3. 110-107. Zion tries to break the rim down. Oh my word, Zion, calm down. That rim has a family. Well, not anymore. Cam Reddish is not going to touch the rim on that shot. Nothing but net. 6-point lead, now a 4-point lead here for the Sonics. Big possession for the Pelicans, and they capitalize. Zion showing off the style. What a slam by Williamson. 115-111. There's Dame, wide open for 3. And it's a 1-point game with 21 seconds to go, and now New Orleans has to foul. It's going to be Jordan Poole who goes to the line. Poole with 13 points in the fourth quarter and overtime. He would sink both free throws. Clutch shooting there by Jordan Poole. 117-114. So again, with 20 seconds to go, can the Pelicans choose to go for a quick shot, which could be a 2 or a 3, or do they just hold and try for a 3? Regardless, make sure this ball does not end up in Dame's hands. It ends up in Cam Reddish's instead as he steals the inbound pass. Unbelievable defense by Cam Reddish, who makes both free throws. What a job by Reddish. That might be the icing on the cake. An unbelievable defensive play. New Orleans needs a quick shot. The 3 ball is off there, rebounded by Oscar Jabasilan, who was fouled by Zion Williamson. Oscar would make 1 free throw, deep 3 at the buzzer, no good! And the Sonics have won 6 in a row! They beat the Pelicans 122-116 in an unbelievable overtime thriller. This was a team victory. Nobody really stood out, but everybody just played well. And this is definitely our hardest fought victory of the season. And, I mean, this team is rolling right now. We have started the season off unbelievably. Damian Lillard with 46 points. Yeah, he's really good at basketball. So is Zion, who had 28 and 14, making the most unbelievably ridiculous shots. Those were the 2 best players on the floor, but it did not result in a win because we had the next 5 best. Cam Reddish with 22 points on 8 of 11 shooting, 20 of which came after halftime. Jordan Poole, 19 points. I believe 15 of which came after the third quarter. Lonnie Walker and Oscar J. Basile also had 19 points. 17 points for Buzz, along with 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 5 blocks. That's some Defensive Player of the Year type numbers. Now, Zion did kind of dominate him on that side of the floor, but Buzz forced 9 turnovers. That's a lot. That's going to end today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. What are your expectations now for the Sonics, who are ranked either 3rd or 4th in every power ranking system, which I know we're starting the year off really well, which is super encouraging, but I feel like those are overreacting a little bit. I think we can adjust our goals a tiny bit, but this team I don't think is a contender yet. I think we're looking a lot like a possible play-in team. If we continue to play pretty well, I do expect us to come back down to earth. But this is a really encouraging start, and hopefully we will pick it up next time. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure to hit the notification bell as well. Peace out.